Yes, welcome back everybody, and tonight we are playing Fatal Frame, Pirates of Dark Water. No, it's Maiden of Black Water. So, the Fatal Frame series is very close to my heart. I very much enjoyed the original, the first three games on the PS3. Rather infamously, the fourth game did not get a worldwide release, and made the jump to, I want to say it was the Wii U. I honestly do not remember when. I want to say it was like 2011, 2012. But yes, Maiden of Black Water eventually got a worldwide release, a PC release. It was actually, I want to say 2021. The game itself came out back in 2015, I do believe. Okay, if you kill a ghost, you got to run over and stick your hand at dissipating ectoplasm. Outstanding. All right, so that's how you get your ghost points. But yes, this is I very much enjoy this series. It's a interesting little twist on Japanese horror where, yeah, you're fighting ghosts with a camera. And I'm taking this as an accurate simulation of rural life in Japan, where it's just filled with villages that have cursed rituals that power the undead, or draw the undead. It's basically like Umbrella with secret facilities with self-destruct mechanisms. They're just all over the place. Yes, lurking in the deep, Miyu Hinasaki. Not ghost points, just get you found footage VHS. I can't believe they stole the mechanic from the Evil Within. Alright. Spirited away. In the vicinity of Mount Hikami, people have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. One such girl is Miyu Hinasaki. She awakens to find herself in an old, half-flooded building. Now, if I recall right, I believe the protagonist of the first game was, I want to say Miku Hinasaki? I believe that was her name. I could be mistaken. So we may be dealing with a relation here. Okay, fourth was Japan only, 2008. Now it's going to see a 2023 remaster. Yeah, that's pretty big. That reminds me of La Pucelle, which, yeah, that came out in 2009, and that only just got a Steam release last year. So yeah, looking forward to that. Because I really like these games. Okay, she's Game 1 protagonist's daughter. Got it. Yeah, some of 2 and 3's plot details are a little bit less clear, but I've replayed the first game several times, so some of it stands out quite a bit more. I'm not saying the Hinasaki family is cursed, but they're fucking cursed. Exactly, yeah. Oh boy. Like, what are the odds that someone born to a horror protagonist is not going to live through one of the sequels? It's not great odds, surely. Her dad is super cursed. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember that was the interesting thing about... we got a scare incoming almost certainly. Yep, here we go. Sorry ladies. Didn't mean to interrupt your bathing. Here we fucking go. Okay, right stick, look around. Perfect time for a tutorial. I'm guessing I gotta look for a way out. Here we go. Alright. Book it. You gotta run. Alright, move left stick in the direction you want to walk. Yeah, I want to run right now. Okay, left stick to head towards the exit. These are some very patient Shrine Maiden ghosts. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Tutorial, can we get to the run button? I'd really like that right about now. There we go. Thank you, automatic door. Alright. Okay, what's, check. Oh, hang on a second. Looks like there's a cave wall on the other side of the lattice. I can see some stone statues out in the darkness. Well, you know, they're very polite ghosts. You know what? They're the kind of ghosts that don't realize they're dead and think that natural physics still apply to them. Well, that's probably the real reason. Ritual doors are magic. Oh god. Okay, never mind. They figured out the door. Alright. Time to hustle. Let's go. Here we go. Now we can boogie. Let's go. Damn it! Fuck you, ghost door. Okay, yes. Well, that's just it. You know, we got them in the onsen. They're not really, you know... Okay, no, we gotta turn around. Camera straight ahead. Okay. That's just it. They weren't really ready for a chase scene. They're like, I'm all wet now. I'm kind of feeling sluggish. Let's just take our time with this. Of course, there's going to be a ghost at the end of this hallway. Or just ghost water. Right. Oh, hell. And now we got the boss ghost. Okay, so... Now what the fuck do we do? Oh, now the door's open. Thank you. Sea level rise affecting coastal communities. Well, yeah. When you got ghost water, suddenly out-of-season flooding becomes a real problem. Okay, yeah, that's the big mama danger ghost. Oh, it's inland. Fantastic. If we actually try to kill her, something bad will happen to us. Let's slow walk this. Well, that's just it. They're the mook ghosts. They're not terribly motivated right now. We got them on their coffee break. Alright, so water obviously is going to be a recurring motif here. Even J-Horror has loot boxes now. Okay, so it's not just water, it's hair water. That's, way worse. Oh, hell. Oh, boy. You know, I feel like this is overkill. We're already being pursued by, like, a half-dozen Shrine Maiden ghosts and, like, the boss ghost. The hair is just, like, that's just twisting the knife. 5 or 6 incidents that could cause their own ghost problem in this cursed-ass mountain. Yu Hinasaki has disappeared. Well, that's the amusing thing about the Fatal Frame series. It's like each one is about... Right, no one could hear her cries for help as she was sealed into a shrine on top of a mountain. That mountain is where the events of this story take place. We follow the fates of 3 people. Yuri, Ren, and Miyu. Okay, so presumably Miyu gets out of this at some point. Otherwise it's going to be a really short story. But yeah, it's just kind of funny how each Fatal Frame game is about a completely different cursed village that has its own thing that's like sealing up hell. First drop, A Vanishing Trace, Yuri Kozukata. Shadow Reading. Among the residents of the villages at the foot of Mount Hikami, a certain unique ability has been passed through the ages. This ability, known as Shadow Reading, enables the user to view the shadow or trace of someone lost in inexplicable circumstances. This is not unlike the psychometry practiced elsewhere. Yuri Kozukata accompanies Hisoka Kurosawa, I'm going to be tripping over this a little bit, a woman who possesses the shadow reading ability, to an abandoned inn on Mount Hikami. Sensing Yuri could in time become become talented at shadow reading, Hisoka takes her along on an assignment. Oh, that was her, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I was trying to think of her name. I kept thinking Reiko for some reason. Yeah, Rei was the primary protagonist and the one that kind of brought the group together.
But I can't even cry. I am alone.
Honestly, that's probably for the best at the moment. I get the feeling you're not going to be alone for long in a very, very bad way.
I will end it all. Alone.
Yuri?
Huh?
What we're looking for should be in here. This is an excellent chance for you to take the lead.
Hey, here we go.
Here, take this.
Ah.
This is a camera obscura. It will let you see the unseen.
It's a good thing they made a whole bunch of
Including the
these.
clues that will help you find what we're here for. This is your opportunity, your first case.
Debating whether to switch between English and Japanese here. It'd probably be a little more appropriate, but I am curious how the dub job goes. Because I wouldn't say the first one was all that bad with the main characters, or at least not with Miku. It was more the supporting characters in the audio recordings where things seemed a little whoever we can get in the studio. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, here we go.
It's just like a normal camera. Just look through the viewfinder and press the shutter button.
Got it. Alright.
The camera obscura photographs the netherworld, a whole other world separate from our own.
Alright, photograph the target. Done. Okay, so I can adjust the frame that way. Got it.
That world that we see.
You know, I'm suspicious of her. She's giving out ghost points. I'm gonna call it now. We're gonna find out some things about her that we're probably better off not knowing. Alright, okay, so we can move around like in other games. Alright. Very good. Ah! Okay, so we gotta keep both in frame, and there we go. Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh, okay, so there are going to be multiple targeting points on a ghost, and you shift your viewfinder, or your frame, so you can get them all in one shot. That's kind of clever. She owns real estate. Well, there you go. She's almost certainly involved in organized crime. Okay. Hold down left trigger to lock on targets with the square, and press RT to take a photo. Got it.
Things around here seem to have changed.
Alright. Feel free to take more pictures if you wish. I think we...
used to be like this.
I'll see how much of that I remember, but it seemed pretty straightforward.
Take this.
Alright. Post-mortem photograph.
It's a token. It will help lead you to what we're looking for.
Alright. Hey, Zero. Good to see you.
Now don't panic, but be sure to stay on your guard.
Alright. Alright, let's see if we can... Right. There we go. Okay, settings. Alright, display and sound. Subtitles on. Might be from the main. Alright, when we get to a save point, we will back out and change that.
Head inside.
Alright. Now, don't panic. There are probably going to be ghosts in here. Okay, press LBX to open the snap mode at any time. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. It was waiting for me to scroll through the text. Alright. Well, yeah, I am kind of curious how the overall dubbing quality is. Okay. Postmortem photograph. That's why Ren sent us here. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. So... Alright, start as menu.
But it seems that this photo came from somewhere around here, and he wants us to see what we can find.
Alright. Do I have an inventory yet? I don't believe I do. Maybe that isn't activated yet. Okay, Yuri is the only person... Oop. He's the only person we've met yet that doesn't have some prior link. Okay, so it's a little too quiet. Got it. Oh, shit! I see that. Damn it! Ah. Or other hands, and I was trying to get them in frame. Alright, let us readjust the sound. Yeah, what I'm leery of is occasionally when they start getting scary stuff happening, the soundtrack kind of switches to like this pounding industrial noise. Or at least previous games kind of did that. So it's something I'll probably have to talk around. Because yeah, the rest of the game is definitely a quieter, more sedate experience. Environmental ghosts, just snap them quickly. Got it. Alright. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, hey! Get the camera up, hurry up! Come on, that's points on the table! Oh boy. I think this dude might have hung himself. Yo! Yo, we got problems. Yeah. Yeah, this shadow reading ability you have, I think I'm pretty sure I have it too. Yeah, subs versus dubs is an old argument, and it's going to depend significantly on the quality of each.
Yuri, wait.
Oop, what's up?
I can sense something.
Oh, you can sense something. Alright, so... right trigger to find the trail.
It's called a trace. A shadow of the past. The token is showing you the way.
Alright, so ghost objective marker. Got it.
These traces...
So Dead Space 2. Perfect. Alright.
Follow that shadow.
Okay, so if I hold this down, this will kind of auto-guide me along the trail of it. Yeah, ghost pimp stance, yeah. Alright, notes updated. Okay, here we go. Square gets us to it. Alright, so... alright, so we do have herbal water and sacred water. Very good. And we've got our basic unlimited film here. Excellent. Alright, so what's up with this post-mortem photograph? An old black and white photograph. The woman in the picture looks as though she's sleeping. Oh, don't you worry, Kren. We'll get there. I get the feeling that this is kind of a tutorial thing, and later on we'll have more, like, open areas to go around. Oh, hey! Nope! Damn it! Wrong button. Okay, places where there are traces of the past are very strong. You may be able to view echoes of the past. Photographing them will earn you photo points, which can be used to upgrade the cameras. If you do it right. If you spaz out like me, then not so much. Oop, okay, so... okay, right trigger, there we go. Now we're ready. Thank you, Zero. Okay. Now, I see that item there, and I wants it. Oh, gotta hold it down. An old dusty book has been left in the hallway. Maybe someone dropped it? Okay, Mount Hikami has long been considered holy ground. For centuries, people have been drawn to the many sacred shrines and places of worship, as well as the natural features such as the Twilight Peak and the Pool of Purification, which have themselves been treated with great reverence. The mountain was also popular with tourists and mountain climbers for the beauty of its abundant clear waters and ancient, mysterious forests. Worshippers and hikers alike used to find rest at Ichiru Manor, a hot spring resort near the foot of the mountain. Now the inn lies desolate, devoid of visitors. The mountain never recovered from a devastating landslide it suffered many years ago. The shrine road to the summit was cut off, and the flow of water throughout the mountain was altered, forever changing the landscape. New roads that were under construction had to be abandoned, and Ichiru Manor was buried under a slough of rock, resulting in numerous fatalities. Among those lost were the family of Ichiru Manor's proprietor, effectively putting an end to the business. Mount Hikami's days as a tourist destination were no more. Instead, the mountain gained notoriety as a suicide spot. Perhaps because it was traditionally a destination to which the dying would venture, the mountain is now a place for those wishing to end their own lives. By extension, it has also become a place for thrill seekers interested in the occult. Alright. Nope. There we go. Gotcha. Alright. Let's see, what do we got here? Is that a door? It is. Can we open the door? Oh. It's gonna take me a while to... Alright, let's see here. Alright, well in that case we'll leave the dubs on for a while. We'll see the overall quality of it. Okay, that's concerning. Alright. Yeah, usually right around the time you have creepy dolls in a ruined mansion. I mean, you know, the ruined mansion in general you don't want any part of, but the second you start seeing creepy dolls, that's a good sign to just get the hell out of there. Okay, there was a step up in this part of the floor. This part has floorboards. I think this was a display alcove. So, the... How to put this? The interaction buttons are a little weird. So you've got B is like your generic open, but when you've got your camera up, it's right trigger which takes a picture. So it's sort of like it I don't know. I'm used to like action and attack being kind of the same thing in games like this, and that'll take some getting used to. I kind of forgot how the original controlled, actually. It has been long enough.
Maybe it's in this room.
Alright, door's locked. And yeah, B is your action, but A advances the text. Alright. So, door locked, psychic photographs. When you look around through the lens of the camera Obscura, you may notice it reacting to objects which are not normally visible. Lock on and photograph them to expose places or items they have a connection with. Yeah, crawling in these games lead to bad times. Yeah, no kidding. It's amazing that we haven't gotten our heads ripped off yet. Find the locations from the photographs, you may discover some clues as well. Okay, so, door locked by ghosts. We take a picture, and it should tell us... Oh. Okay. Got it. Okay, so you gotta lock on to get more information. And of course, it's back in the doll room. You might be onto something. Actually, I think this was after the Wii U. Maybe. But yeah, it might be an artifact of, like, more motion controls and such. Oh, shit! Nope. Higher! Yeah! Stay! Damn it! Ah! So close yet so far. Don't worry, Yuri. We're gonna get used to this. You and me, we're gonna figure out this camera. We're gonna be the best, ghost dealers with in the franchise. Oh. Okay, so Wii U was the original console for it. Got it. Hey. Ah. Alright, so... The picture was hereabouts, although I do see that we have a thingy there. Now, this is another weird thing, where you gotta hold down to pick up items. That's definitely gonna take some getting used to. Alright, key on red keychain. Got it. Okay, so this isn't locked by ghosts. This is just us, like, learning psychic information about where to find the thing that opens it. Yeah, I honestly did not know this was a Wii U title. I know the fourth one was. That's kind of what it was throwing me. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Gotcha! Alright, so man looking at key. Okay, I know the ghost was right there, but, like, for a fraction of a second, I forgot the doll was right behind them, and the doll was just way more disturbing to me. Here we go. So yeah, there is definitely some... Okay, I see soil on the other side of the boards. The walls and ceiling are warped and they're all creaking. The entire building must be buried. That is a good... No, it was not. No, it was not, because I definitely remember the doll was more facing this way. The doll definitely was looking at me now, and... Yeah, I don't have to, like, be a ghost hunter here. I can, like, just go and sell shoes or something. I can do anything else with my life. I'm, like, 16 years old. I got my whole life ahead of me. This is just... I'm just interning here. Okay, I don't know what the hell was happening there. Yeah, she's just... whatever. Ghosts! It's all ghosts, man.
Somewhere in this room. Take a look around.
Alright.
Hold on. There's something there.
Got it. Phantom Expose. Alright, the camera Obscura will react to items that are normally hidden from the eyes of the living. You can bring those items back to this world by photographing the place where they were taken from with the correct angle and position. Alright. Okay, focus on the viewfinder, LBRB while holding LT, then press right trigger. Alright. Ah, here we go. Hey, Ivory. Good to see you. Alright, so we gotta aim it at the angle. It's got the girls. Oh, that's right. It does have the cats. I remember there's like a shop you go to in between missions, and it has a kitty running around it. Hopefully we get to pet the kitty. I do not remember if that's the case.
This is what we came here for. Huh. We shouldn't stay here any longer than we need to.
Sound advice.
You're right.
Let's head back before it gets dark.
We're almost certainly going to get a combat tutorial before long. Alright, leave the abandoned inn with Hisoka. Anything else in here? I don't think so. Alright. So this is something else that's taken some getting used to, is that the game appears to be fully over-the-shoulder camera. Oh. I see that. We got a head there. Yeah. But yeah, the camera is fully over the shoulder, whereas the previous games were a combination of static and pursuing camera angles. Like, you'd occasionally get one following you down a hall, and it would, like, then shift to being in a camera, like in a corner, and rotate as you moved around and such. Like, it was a fully 3D environment, but the camera wasn't stuck to the character. Okay.
You might end up seeing something you wish you hadn't.
Noted. Okay, Fatal Frame 4 was a Wii, not the Wii U exclusive. Okay, okay. Because, yeah, that was... Oh, I see you. Damn. That's another thing I remember. A lot of the optional ghosts, some of them are just blink and you miss it, and you gotta be real quick on the trigger to get them. Yeah, Ashen was just talking about that. I was actually surprised. I had no idea. Okay. English script diverges slightly in a brief scene very far from here. Gotcha. Interesting. Oh, Jesus. Alright, now this is for sure a combat tutorial. Yep, here we go. Overall point will be the same. It's a tiny difference what the character's mindset is. Hey, damn it! Okay, Ghost will try to attack or grab you. Hey! Hey, tutorial, that's very rude. Okay, if it grabs you, counterattack with the camera. Oh, cool. So we got a grab break. Awesome. Ghost recoiled when you took a photograph of it? Alright, so it is staying still for the tutorial. That was just to demonstrate the grapple break. Got it. Maybe taking more will exercise it for good. Got it. Okay, photograph Ghost weak points to deal damage. The capture area is your area of attack. You cannot take photos if you were out of film. Fair enough. Photo mode. Alright. Okay, center of the screen. Oop. Gotcha. Alright, so we got multiple things we can take a picture of. Not all of them are on the guy himself. Ah. Hey. Spirit fragments. Okay, spirit fragments break off when a ghost take damage. After a time, they are reabsorbed. Photograph the fragments before that happens. Got it. When 5 or more targets are in view, taking a photograph will knock back the ghost. The capture area will go red during shutter chance. Alright, so it's less of a charge like in, I think the first and second game were more like that, and more blasting a ghost and then trying to get more points within your viewfinder. I think I can figure that out. Okay, keep adjusting your position so you have at least 5 targets, including ghosts and spirit fragments, in view to trigger shutter chance. Got it. Okay, press right trigger to use the film and photograph attack ghost. Alright, so that's that, and there we go. Okay. Gotcha! Done deal! Alright. Find ghosts indicated by the spirit filament. The red marks indicate... Ah! Oh, he brought a friend! Okay. Fatal frame and fatal time. The capture area flashes red as a ghost is attacking. You can take a fatal frame shot. You need to capture the ghost mid-attack. Right, that's the timed knockback if it gets a little too close. Apart from a knockback effect, fatal frame shots trigger a fatal time when you can take photos in close succession without using film. Oh, neat. Fatal frame shots are very useful when spirits are too close for you to trigger shutter chance. Alright. Wait for it to attack. Fantastic. Alright. You can shoot after continuously. There we go. Okay, only has an effect on ghosts within a specific range. Ghosts that are too far away will not take any damage. Bigger the target, the more damage the camera will deal. Get closer to ghosts for more powerful shots. Right. That was a rather clever design element, where you are risks are incentivized because they get you more score and deal more damage. So it kind of requires you to get in close and really appreciate the audio and design work that goes into these horrifying things. Alright, there we go. Achievement unlocked. Exorcism Embarkation. Outstanding. Mm-hmm. Alright. It's alright, you did good. Now, let me teach you how to put those points into your camera.
I shouldn't have brought you here.
I am alone.
Character perspective, the ghost is screaming. Ghost perspective. Ah, my eyes! But yeah, that's kind of a signature element of the game, is just the strength of the audio design and visual presentation. That they make these things visually and viscerally unpleasant to fight, because you're incentivized to get close to maximize your score, but that requires getting as close to them as possible and taking the risk of attack. And all the while, this thing is just like making unsettling noises and moving in ways that are impossible. And yeah, it's a very nice balance of gameplay and game design. Stop using portrait mode for landscapes. Okay, so we got a sacrifice, possibly brother killing a sister. So that's going into the box where what's-her-face came out of. With all the ghost hair water.
Oh, that dream again.
I'm trying to remember, was this the guy in the third game?
Hisoka came by a little while ago.
I don't remember the guy's name.
Oh, Hisoka. What does she want?
She found the photo book.
She did?
Yeah, here, take a look.
Hey! I'm assuming that's important. Hey, it's that cutscene we just saw. Serendipitous. Alright, while learning about shadow reading from Hisoka, Yuri used the ability to retrieve an album of post-mortem photographs from a ruined inn on Mount Hikami. The album was requested by a certain Ren Hojo. That name does not ring a bell. I think this might be a different dude. As Ren woke from a bad dream, he found himself tormented by uncertainty. Was it really just a dream, or a suppressed childhood memory? Oh, okay. This question has plagued him for some time. Yeah, really convenient the dream and the photo had the same camera angle. Alright, so I B-ranked that. Not my best work, that's okay. We'll get him next time. Okay, Yuri exclusive costume, Riza outfit, Riza hat. Got it. Okay, so yeah, we have costume DLC. Outstanding. Alright. So, it actually lets you select between episodes to replay them. Interesting. Interesting. Let us continue. Alright. Find Fuyuhi Himino. Been several days since the incident at the inn. Hisoka is out on a case. A young girl comes to the shop and finds a worried Yuri. Yuri is given a missing person case, something Hisoka forbade. Now, it's interesting they let you change difficulty between episodes. This is something the other games didn't do. They were very... it was a very consistent experience, not something that was segmented off into episodes, per se. So, Oh! Oh, we can actually, like, buy and sell stuff. Okay, this is definitely new. Alright, so, herbal medicine, sacred water, okay, cleansing flames that remove wetness and taint, mirror stone, okay. Ren Hojo would eventually move on to being a professor working for Shinra Corporation, where his study into the supernatural will lead to him experimenting with alien cells and creating a one-winged angel. Fantastic. You see, it's all coming together. Alright, so I'm guessing that in addition to upgrading your camera, you're going to be spending points to get better film. So, we've got a pretty good amount of pistol ammo film. I think we'll be okay for now, but we'll see how badly we get screwed over if I don't buy anything. He can make a beast copulate with the Citra. Oh, God. Oh. 7 went fucking places. I wouldn't say it was my favorite FF7, but it was extremely memorable. My favorite FF7. My favorite Final Fantasy, but it was extremely memorable. Okay, a few days have passed since Yuri's introduction. Okay, since then, Hisoka has gone off somewhere and hasn't returned. Yuri worries for Hisoka, but isn't sure how or where to start searching. As she sits waiting at the antique shop, a girl named Fuyuhi Himino shows up, claiming to have enlisted Hisoka to help her find a missing person. That's the thing, yeah, it's... Okay, pretty chill for now, but later the infinite film is just a sign you're in a bad spot. Got it. Yeah, 7 was kind of all over the place with its narrative. It felt like they had 3 or 4 different ideas for the story and just kind of threw them all into a salad. Yeah, the 6, 4, and 9 are the standout ones for me. With 9 being a personal favorite.
Um, excuse me.
Hello?
Um, I'm looking for Hisoka Kurosawa. Is she here?
That's a complicated
Oh, I'm sorry,
answer there.
but she stepped out.
My name is Fuyuhi Humino. I've been waiting for her to tell me if she could help me find someone. I still haven't got a reply from her.
You're looking for someone?
She might have gone to the mountain. Mount Hikami.
Mount Hikami.
Joy.
Someone told me that they saw my
Yeah,
friends
8's kind
there.
of the, bastard child of the bunch.
It's an infamous suicide spot, isn't it?
Although I know some people that really got into
I
that.
don't
I
know
never did
why
finish that myself.
Haruka would go to a place like that, and without even saying a word to me.
You never get too
Don't
old to
worry.
relive the
As soon as
classics,
Hisoka
Zero.
gets back, I'll tell her.
No, that's fine. I can't wait any longer. I'll go look for her myself.
Huh? Come back.
Ivory keeping the Shin Megami Tensei fire going strong. Okay, Hisoka left a few days ago and hasn't been back. Maybe this is what she's been working on. Oh man, Breath of Fire. Now that was a fucking game. That was a fucking game series. All right. So yeah, as Mirage was just talking about, in between missions, we have us here, the antique shop that we work for. It's actually kind of a cozy little place here. Let's look around a little bit. What's this? What can I check? Here we go. I'm still nervous about standing here by myself, as I've never been good at handling customers. I've only just learned how to make coffee. Hey, don't sell yourself short, alright? Making coffee is an extremely valuable skill. Anyway, this is where we keep various coffees and teas. Hisoka only buys things from regions and brands that she likes. These ingredients aren't for the drinks we serve in the cafe, but for people who come to buy the beans and tea leaves to use at home. These drawers seem to be where the shop's receipts and financial records are kept. I've not taken a proper look through them yet. Yeah, I like this location a lot. It's very homey. It's very... It feels like some kind of kitschy antique shop you'd find in a small town. The pendulum of the old grandfather clock sways slowly. The clock itself may be broken, but it works well as a decoration. Okay, so I'm guessing she means, yeah, the clock, like the thing that tells time, and not the pendulum. So, yeah. Likes the sound of the pendulum and the chimes that mark the hour. So, she's saying the hands don't spin. Got it. I mean, you know. I keep my requirements fairly simple. All she needs is to be able to make coffee, have long purple hair, a blindfold, and wield a chain on a nail, possibly be very tall, and have two sisters that bully her mercilessly. It's a clock with a large bell. And be voiced by Yu Asakawa. But yes, I'm very easy to please. And snake hair, exactly. The road in front of the shop leads to Mount Hikami. Built for tourists, but the only people who use it now are the people who live here. It's an antique clock on top of an old dresser. Hisoka has a thing for clocks. The shop is full of them. She says she finds them comforting. But yeah, this was a thing that happened in the third game as well. Like in between sections where we were running around the mansion during the dreams, you'd be poking around Ray's apartment, and in addition to unfolding the story, you'd like find personal effects and things that were kind of tangentially related to what was going on, and it just gave a nice sense of what's this? Okay, so that's just like an item indicator thing. I was gonna say, do I gotta worry about ghosts here? Because that was definitely a thing in the third game. Okay, book about Mount Hikami. Seems to be about the rumors surrounding Mount Hikami as a site of spiritual activity. How does a place become famed for suicide? As more people die, the place will gain a reputation, and people are drawn to those spots out of a desire not to be alone in the end. Interestingly, these suicide spots are rarely known as hotspots for spiritual activity. This is what makes Mount Hikami distinct from the others. It has both a tradition of suicide and has long been associated with ghost sightings. Starting to think these suicides have some air quotes around them. Then there are the so-called Maidens of Black Water. It is said that if you are found by one of these maidens, they will lead you to your death. Those caught in the maiden's gaze never again leave the mountain, or so the rumors go. There are also tales of specters of Mount Hikami who relive their own deaths. Those who do not die in accordance with local practices become cursed, forced to relive their final moments for eternity. Many of the people who have been kept from committing suicide at Mount Hikami claim to have seen a maiden or one of these looping specters and felt a strong compulsion to kill themselves. I mean, if I see a real-ass ghost chasing me, and that's my only option, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna reevaluate my options quite a bit there. Anyway, perhaps because of these stories of maidens and ghosts that the mountain continues to be a popular spot for those looking to take their own life. I suppose popular isn't really the right word for it. Yeah, the ritual has made it where people around there get suicidal tendencies. Exactly, it's influencing people. Alright, design-wise, exactly, yeah, these sequences punctuate the gameplay and give time for the story to breathe and let the plot kind of unfold. Okay, so Mount Hikami has been long feared to be haunted. In the past, it was said that sleeping with one's feet facing the mountain was taboo. Watching the sunset behind the mountain, too, was believed to invite forth beings from the netherworld. Today, the mountain is said to call those fascinated by death. Countless rumors abound of people spirited away from that accursed peak. They're said to venture to the mountain alone, leaving behind no trace of themselves. Some say the bodies of those who vanish can be found at the bottom of the Lake of the Departed on the mountain's summit. Since becoming a tourist destination, the prevalence of such frightening tales did seem to diminish for a while. Even so, despite its fleeting status as a tourist hotspot, Mount Hikami... That's right, we need an upbeat, creepy, long black-haired girl to liven things up a little bit. Thanks, Oreo. Thank you, Ivory. Okay, Mount Hikami is yet to shake its reputation as a cursed mountain, a place of death. It's become a popular place, blah, 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 get it. Kids today. You let them listen to a simple plan one too many times, and this is what happens. I still gotta update the sprite on that. I want to change that to the one that sometimes shows up in the Noble Phantasm, where she's like behind Ryoma and he's like just flashing the peace sign before the thing goes off. Look down on the shop from here. Excellent. Yeah, I'm getting that feeling. Ah, yes. The spirits of the warp are strong with this place. Okay. Yeah, we are for sure going to encounter ghosts in this place. Alright, nothing of interest. Fantastic. Okay, pretty kimono hangs on a rack. Very nice. But yeah, we're kind of getting they're doing a nice job establishing the setting and the mood of this game, where you are familiar with the supernatural, and you're exposed to it, but also you have a normal life, and this is what it's like in between running around looking for ghosts. Like, the games are very good about being patient with the way their plots roll out, while establishing very early on, yes, there are ghosts, and you're dealing with the supernatural, but the really shocking stuff comes later. And yeah, I was consistently impressed with the first 3 games in that regard. Anyway, an open envelope has been left on the desk. The sender's name reads Fuyu Hikimino. Okay, so this is the letter she sent. Maybe it could provide some clues as to where Hisoka and Fuyu went. Girly went engaged. Yeah, that is female Midlander for sure. Okay, please find Haruka. She went missing over a week ago. You do still take on missing person cases, don't you? I've contacted the police, but they're no help. They say she was probably spirited away. Haruka wouldn't have gone anywhere without telling me. I'm certain something bad has happened. I can handle my own grief, but I can't stand the thought of her suffering somewhere. What if she's waiting for me to find her? I'm worried sick. Haruka is still alive. I know it. But something has to be done, and quick. Remember when you found that precious picture of me and Haruka? I was so happy to have it. Now I need your help again. Alright. So it's her friend from school. And that's who she's looking for.
She must have gone to Mount Hikami to look for this girl.
Haruko's with Kiryu Kazuma. She's fine. Yeah. Kazuma's just gonna, like, suplex some goats. Kiryu's gonna, like, suplex some ghosts. He's got it. Or, like, smash him with a bike or something.
A place where many come to take their lives. I'm positive that Fuyuhi must have come here.
Oh, I hope it's not gonna warp me straight to the mountain. I think it might have. Hoping it's a poke around this. Yep, let's go to Damp Mountain. Okay, Mount Hikami. Fuyuhi is somewhere on this mountain. I was hoping to look around and find that cat. Alright. Kiryu's adopted daughter in the game. Right. He takes a picture of a ghost and Majima's there. Oh, man. Alright. Alright, we don't have a map of this place. Okay, that's the... Yeah, that's the manor we were in earlier. Alright, let's look around. If you didn't come this way, her trace should lead me to her. No, damn it! Look, listen, Yuri, I'm very experienced at this, and trust me, you're going to want to look around for the hidden items. You are going to need that extra film and herbal medicine. I don't like water. It's damp, it's cold, it's irritating, and it gets everywhere. Oh, boy. Alright. Pool of purification. So, yeah. A mechanic in this game is that the water is actually a recurring element where if it rains or you get in the water, that makes it more likely that you will attract hostile attention. And that's something you have to be mindful for. And, yeah, sometimes it will rain and the game will kind of force it on you. But you saw at the shop inventory, we could buy stuff to, like, chase that away, to dry off. And so, yeah, that's something we're going to have to watch as we go on. Alright. Road has collapsed and the stone stairs are cut off. It must have been the landslide. The old road seems to carry on up the edge of the cliff. Alright, we don't have the camera. Shit. Yeah, Hisoka probably took it with her. Damn it. Okay, this is another thing I have to get used to in that when you turn around with the left stick, it does not automatically reorient your camera. You have to do the thing it taught you in the tutorial, which is to hit the button that locks your camera back forward. And also, that's the run button. So that's going to take some getting used to. Right, yeah. They made a big deal about the rendering of the clothing physics and the degree of wetness, if you'll be mature about it, of your character. And jiggle physics, of course. Gotta get those magic drawing embers. Okay, being wet also makes you more effective. Oh, okay, so you actually do more damage. Now that's interesting. Actually, now that you mention it, that does kind of ring a bell. I think that might have come up in Mirage's playthrough. Okay, water flowing from the rocks is pooled here, forming a small pond. Something on the ground. Is it a camera obscura? No, it's just some brochure. Oh, shit! Hey! Damn it, ghost hand, I'm not ready. Sometimes a ghost hand will appear when you try and reach for an object. Release RT at the right moment to dodge. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so they're going to do this every time there's a hold prompt when I reach for something. Motherfucker. Because I was going to say, that seemed a bit superfluous to have to hold something down to get it. But no, that's just an opportunity for a jump scare. This fucking game. Oh, this is going to be brutal, guys. Okay, so this is the way up from the pool of purification to the unfathomable forest. Got it. Alright. Open the map and press Y to see destinations. Oh, wait. For the map. Ah, okay. Kurosawa's Antiques. Ah, okay. So we're going to be bouncing back and forth between all these places. And this is kind of the sort of an overworld map thing here. Interesting. Koei Tecmo worked very hard for the jiggle physics on Dead or Alive. It'd be a waste not to use them every other game they make and publish. Yep, gotta put that physics to use. Something under the waterfall. Ah, here we go again. Alright, purifying embers. Excellent. Coals that light the forbidden flame. They dry you and remove the taint of the black water. Got it. Okay. The wetness gauge on the lower right of the screen will light up when you come in contact with water. If you get drenched, you become an easy target for malevolent spirits. Use purifying embers to dry yourself off. Got it. Alright. What's this here? An old stone monument has been set in the rocky hollow. It's covered in moss, so I can't tell if there's any writing on it. Must be a memorial for those who lost their lives in the landslide. I mean, that's a pretty generous assumption, but I'll take your word on it. Okay, that was obviously someone jumping, or like a ghost jumping or something, but for a second that kind of sounded like a cat howling. And I was like, oh, are we gonna get the kitty? And no, that was someone that was someone committing suicide. That's not nearly as reassuring. It really did sound like a cat howling. That was the thing. Don't remember a cat at all? Oh, maybe I'm misremembering. I thought there was a cat that kind of like lingers around the shop and such. Okay, grass and trees jut up from amongst it. Must have collapsed a long time ago. Sounds like someone screaming into one of those reverb toy microphones. Yeah, kinda. I should have ended with a sploosh. Yeah, and then like some people holding up, a panel of judges holding up a bunch of signs and scores. Anyway,